On July 19, 2025, the city of Manila woke up to a wave of excitement and anticipation. The streets buzzed with conversations as news spread rapidly about Seoul's unprecedented $15 billion investment in Philippine infrastructure and technology. From the early morning, people gathered at newsstands, scanning headlines that promised a new chapter for the nation. The city's energy was unmistakable, as everyone, from students to business owners, felt the impact of this historic announcement. Digital billboards along the iconic EDSA Avenue flashed bold headlines, illuminating the skyline with news of the South Korea-Philippines partnership. Commuters paused to take photos, sharing the moment on social media, while the city's pulse seemed to quicken with every passing minute. This wasn't just another foreign investment, it was a turning point, signaling a profound transformation in the relationship between the Philippines and South Korea. The scale and ambition of the deal captured the imagination of the public, sparking hope for a brighter, more connected future. The investment promised sweeping advancements, new railway lines to ease daily commutes, smart city developments to modernize urban life, and cutting-edge technology to power the nation's growth. It was a clear vote of confidence in the Philippine economy, and a testament to the country's potential on the global stage. Hyundai cars, Samsung phones, and K-dramas had already woven themselves into the fabric of Filipino daily life. But now, the partnership was evolving beyond pop culture and consumer goods, blossoming into a robust economic alliance that would shape the nation's destiny for years to come. Economists and industry leaders predicted a surge in job creation, technological innovation, and skills development. South Korean expertise would help modernize Philippine industries, while Filipino talent would bring fresh ideas and energy to the collaboration. In offices, classrooms, and construction sites, a new spirit of cooperation began to take root. This was more than just a business deal. It was a vision of Filipino ingenuity and Korean technology coming together, forging a partnership built on mutual respect and shared ambition. The possibilities seemed endless, as both nations looked ahead to a future defined by progress and opportunity. For many Filipinos, the announcement was deeply validating. It reflected their admiration for South Korea's remarkable rise and their own aspirations for national success. Conversations in cafes and homes turned to dreams of what this partnership could mean for families, communities, and the country as a whole. At its core, the investment was about more than money. It was about friendship, trust, and a shared journey toward prosperity. It was a signal that the Philippines was ready to step confidently onto the world stage, with South Korea as a trusted ally. The excitement in business circles and government offices was unmistakable. Leaders from both countries gathered to discuss plans, sign agreements, and lay the groundwork for a new era of collaboration. The sense of possibility was contagious, inspiring hope across all sectors of society. South Korea's emergence as a leading partner in the Philippines' development marked a significant milestone. It was a recognition of the country's growing influence and potential, and a promise of shared growth in the years ahead. This was more than economics. It was a promise of shared prosperity, a commitment to building a better tomorrow together. As the sun rose over Manila, the city stood on the threshold of a new dawn, one defined by hope, collaboration, and the limitless possibilities of partnership. The stage was set for a new era, where the Philippines and South Korea would walk forward side by side into a future filled with promise. The Philippines' foreign relations have long been shaped by key players, each leaving a distinct mark on the nation's diplomatic landscape. Over the decades, these relationships have influenced not just policy, but the very identity of the country on the world stage. The United States, with its deep-rooted ties, has been a dominant force. From the colonial era to the present, the U.S. has played a central role in shaping the Philippines' defense, economy, and even its culture. Military alliances, economic aid, and people-to-people exchanges have cemented this enduring partnership. Japan, once an adversary during the Second World War, transformed into a reliable economic partner in the decades that followed. Through reconciliation and cooperation, Japan has become one of the Philippines' most important allies in Asia. JICA's development aid has been instrumental, funding roads, bridges and schools that have modernized the country's infrastructure and improved the lives of millions of Filipinos. ASEAN neighbors like Singapore and Malaysia are crucial trading partners, providing not only economic opportunities but also a sense of regional solidarity. Through ASEAN, the Philippines has found a platform for dialogue, cooperation, and collective growth. These relationships form the pillars of Philippine foreign policy, offering security, development, and regional integration. Together, they create a foundation that supports the nation's ambitions and stability. The U.S. stands as the security guarantor, ensuring defense and military support. Japan acts as the development financier, investing in infrastructure and technology. ASEAN, meanwhile, is the regional family, fostering unity and shared progress among neighbors. This network of alliances has defined the country's international posture, giving the Philippines both a voice and a shield in global affairs. It is a web of trust, history, and mutual benefit. Yet, as the world changes, so too does the diplomatic landscape. Any new player seeking influence must offer something unique, be it economic innovation, security cooperation, or cultural exchange, to find its place among these established partners. The stage was set for a new actor from Northeast Asia to step forward, bringing fresh opportunities and challenges to the region. South Korea, with its dynamic economy and growing global influence, was ready to take on a leading role in the Philippines' evolving network of alliances. The cast of characters was about to change, signaling a new chapter in the Philippines' story on the international stage. While the Philippines focused on traditional partners like the United States and Japan, South Korea quietly and strategically grew its influence in the region. This was not an overnight phenomenon but a gradual and deliberate process. Korean products such as Samsung and LG Electronics began to replace their Japanese and American counterparts, becoming household names in Filipino homes. These brands were not just products, they represented a new era of technological advancement and reliability. Hyundai and Kia, with their sleek designs and competitive pricing, captured significant market share in the automotive industry, symbolizing South Korea's industrial might and innovation. The Hallyu, or Korean wave, swept across the Philippines, bringing with it a tidal wave of cultural influence that was impossible to ignore. K-dramas and K-pop groups like BTS and Blackpink became cultural staples, with their music and shows being consumed by millions of Filipinos daily. This cultural influence created a deep sense of familiarity and connection with South Korea, making it feel like a close neighbor rather than a distant foreign nation. Unlike formal diplomatic relationships, this connection felt organic and grassroots, growing from the ground up through shared interests and cultural exchanges. Filipinos actively sought out Korean products and culture, from beauty products to food and even language classes, eager to embrace this new cultural wave. This bottom-up integration laid a powerful foundation for a partnership that was not dictated by governments, but by the people themselves. South Korea won Filipino hearts and minds directly through its cultural exports and consumer goods. It didn't rely on treaties or formal agreements, it relied on cultural affinity and the genuine interest of the Filipino people. The partnership was built on consumer choice and popular culture, a testament to the power of soft influence. South Korea emerged as a formidable new force in the Philippines, not through political maneuvering, but through the everyday lives and choices of the people. The Philippines-South Korea relationship has roots in war and sacrifice. In 1950, the Philippines was the first Asian country to aid South Korea. The Philippine Expeditionary Force fought bravely in the Korean War. This act of solidarity forged a bond of blood and friendship. South Korea honors the legacy of Filipino soldiers. This history is a powerful reminder of shared values. The Korean War was the crucible of their friendship. It created a foundation of mutual respect and gratitude. This legacy provides depth to their modern alliance. The story of partnership continues to unfold. Post-armistice, the Philippines-South Korea relationship evolved. Initially focused on security, it deepened during the Cold War. South Korea's economic transformation opened new cooperation avenues. Trade grew, with South Korea exporting electronics and the Philippines supplying raw materials. The 1990s saw a significant acceleration in economic partnership. South Korean conglomerates invested in the Philippines, creating jobs. The relationship became a dynamic economic alliance. Today it covers military, economic, social, and cultural ties. Tourism and family connections further strengthen the bond. The partnership has matured into a comprehensive alliance. The Hallyu, or Korean Wave, has profoundly impacted the Philippines. K-dramas and K-pop captivated Filipino audiences. Korean actors and pop stars became household names. Korean cuisine like samgyeopsal found a loving home. This cultural penetration created a generation connected to South Korea. It influenced fashion, language, and social media trends. The Hallyu is a powerful tool of public diplomacy. It makes the Philippines more receptive to Korean ventures. The cultural bond enhances the economic and political partnership. South Korea's impact on Philippine infrastructure is significant. Korean firms are key partners in modernization efforts. They bring efficiency and advanced technology to national projects. South Korean companies lead in transportation development. Their expertise is invaluable in solving Manila's traffic woes. The partnership extends to energy and industrial projects. Korean firms enhance the Philippines' industrial self-sufficiency. They are key partners in the digital and green economy push. South Korea is a master builder of the Philippines' future. Korean investment is shaping the Philippines' modernization. The Panguil Bay Bridge is a symbol of hope and connectivity. Korean firms are key players in public transportation modernization. They supply eco-friendly vehicles, improving commuter experiences. In Clark, Korean investment creates a hub for industry and technology. The success of Korean ventures spurs regional development. The partnership extends to the maritime sector. Korean shipbuilding revitalizes Subic Bay and creates jobs. Korean investment leaves a lasting legacy of progress. The impact is undeniable across the archipelago. The pandemic tested the Philippines-South Korea friendship. South Korea provided crucial support during the crisis. They sent medical supplies and shared best practices. This special friendship was on full display. The bond goes beyond economic interests. It's built on solidarity. The pandemic strengthened trust and goodwill. South Korea's investment pledges indicate long-term commitment. The partnership is poised for deeper collaboration. South Korea could become the Philippines' most important ally. The relationship is resilient and dynamic. It plays a central role in regional stability and prosperity. The future looks brighter than ever for this formidable alliance.